In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue and discovered America. But Chancellor of History, the Vikings discovered America, not Columbus, and you would be right. This is why Historical Events is making a video about them coming to America, which you can watch after this. Anyway, after this discovery, almost every European country was colonizing America. The French, Spanish, Portuguese, Swedish, Russians, Dutch, Scottish, Malta Knights, Polish, and Danish. Soon the English wanted to get in on the colonial game. Richard Calcult, also known as the descendant on Western Planet, claimed that the spread of Protestant Christianity on the eastern coast of America was crucial, as most people who were colonizing the New World were Catholic or Orthodox. In 1578, Queen Elizabeth granted the first charter to Humphrey Gilbert to claim and colonize everything north of Spanish Florida. But when he died in 1584, the charter was split between his brothers of Adrian Gilbert and Walter Raleigh. Adrian's part would colonize the area of Newfoundland, looking for the Northwest Passage, while Raleigh was given everything south, not colonized by Spain. A deadline was set by 1591 to set up a colony. Raleigh soon sent an expedition to support his claim. He found that the natives on Roanoke Island were surprisingly nice. When he returned to England, they spoke highly of the tribes and the strategic position of the island. Soon the Queen gave permission to set up a colony of Virginia on said Roanoke Island. In April of 1585, 7 ships, led by Richard Greenhill, went out to colonize the island. But the Tiger would get caught up in the storm off the coast of Portugal. When they arrived at the island, they realized they would not be able to hold as many men with the loss of the Tiger. It was decided that only 108 men and women would stay at the colony. Another fleet was scheduled to leave in June of 1585. After setting up the town, expeditions were sent out to establish good relationships with the natives. But soon things would lead to war, and Indians stole a silver cup from the colonists, so they burned down their villages and crops. Yeah, so that's how they got on the wrong side with the natives on the island. Luckily, they established better relationships with the Croatoan Indians on, Croatoan Island. Also, they agreed to help the Roanoke tribe from the Spanish in exchange for land. Before the colonists had good farms, they mostly relied on Indian food, but some colonists became too reliant on food from the Indians. Soon the colonists had to return home because of starvation. With the hostile natives living on the island, there was no hope for another colony on Roanoke. Only they came back in 1587 and remade the colony. Now, a few big things happened in Roanoke 2.0. First, the first English baby was born in the New World, named Virginia. Secondly, the exact same supply problem happened. Soon, most of the natives stopped giving them food. A fleet was sent back home to find much-needed supplies, but when they returned, they found the colony was abandoned, with no sight of the colonists. A sign was left by the colonists saying Croatoan, which means they probably went to Croatoan Island, but they didn't even check it out. So, yeah, no one really knows what happened to the colonists. One idea says they died of disease or starvation. Another says that they moved 50 miles to the mainland and then died. The most optimistic approach and the most reasonable is that they went to Croatoan Island and lived with the Croatoan Indians, like the sign said. After the failure of the Roanoke colonies, other colonies in Virginia, like Jamestown, began to spring up. Don't forget the Pilgrims in Massachusetts Bay Colony, and soon you got all 13 colonies. Soon the Roanoke Colony became a faint remembrance in the mind of Americans. Hey, if you like this video, go watch Historical Events video on the Vikings and subscribe to both of us.